I got plenty of ambition, you should never try to sleep on me. Cause I won't stop until I'm securing the victory. Wake up in the morning with that positive energy.
Hey, what's up, Nerf Nation? This is Normatico here, and today we are actually going to be reviewing a couple of blasters. Well, two of the same blaster, one modded, one not. Of those things that back when Adventure Force, or I should say Dart Zone, created the Nexus Pro under the Adventure Force name in order to be released in Walmart, they decided to not rest on their laurels. They shrunk the blaster down and created one that everyone liked, and at half the price of the standard Nexus Pro, the Aeon Pro. Of course, the Aeon Pro, there's some differences here, significant compared to the actual Nexus Pro. First of all, this is a top slide prime action, and it does not have a buttstock on it, and it is not as long of a barrel. Other than that, it does function quite the same. It does come with Ember darts, and you can use both full-length darts and half-length darts. This actually is not the magazine that it comes with. I got this one secondhand as part of a bundle off of the Facebook Marketplace, so I do not have the attachments that normally go in here, such as the adapter. Not for the Aeon Pro itself. But, that being said, they're interchangeable. So this actually is one of the worker. This is for the half-length darts, but in a full-length mag. So it just goes in there, and like that. Now, when I tell you that this thing performs pretty well, it does perform pretty well. It is pretty much like a Nexus Pro. It will go up to 150 using the included Ember darts, though I'm able to push that into the 165, sometimes the 170 range if I'm using a pristine bamboo dart. So that result may vary depending on what you do. Of course, there are several upgrades that you can do to this blaster, such as, for example, you could either put a brass breech in here. For those, if you want to actually try to use foamdemic, you can go ahead and do that. I did not have that much success with that particular modification, but again, to each their own. You can attempt it. It's only about $16, so worst that comes to worst, you at least get a brass barrel out of it. Now, you can also get the upgrade springs. For those, I would recommend going through SM Miller Enterprises. He actually sells the upgrade spring for the Aeon Pro on his Etsy site. Go ahead and actually visit his store there, SM Enterprises, and there you go. Now, this blaster itself, again, even though it is top prime, it is a pretty easy prime. Sometimes you'll see that you actually have to push this little knob right here in order for that priming mechanism to come loose. That undoes the lock, and you are ready to go, and you fire. Now, I will tell you that this is one that you can actually take into a competition. It will fit for anything which is a 150 FPS cap. Maybe not so much for a 250 FPS cap. It does, of course, like the Nexus Pro, have the removable scar, which you can actually just put back in there. That might actually increase your FPS, but decrease the accuracy significantly. You do have one set of Picatinny tactical rails up here, but other than that, that is all. Now, there is an iron sight, technically. You have this little nub right here and this right here. But unlike the Nexus Pro, you don't have the advanced sight that you would want. So, yeah. It does come with a safety trigger, or I should say trigger safety. And the mag release is just down there. And that is a pretty decent sized mag release. And it is pretty easy to press just by pushing your finger forward from how you handle that. So, now, on to the next blaster, because of course, not to be undone by anyone, I actually found this and I have a pretty unique blaster. At least I'm pretty sure it's unique. In my opinion, I think it's one of a kind because I have not seen a modification done like this, not with this paint job. So let's go down to what I call the Miami Vice paint scheme here with the teal and the pink. Also, you can also say it's the Trans Pride flag, whichever you'd like. But this is a modified Aeon Pro. This comes to me from a seller on Mercari. Their name on Mercari is Needful Things. They are located here in Ohio, and they do good work. This is the second blaster that I've purchased from them because I was so impressed with this one when I bought it. I said, hey, I need to get another one. In fact, maybe when I actually do my final thoughts on this blaster, I will show you the other blaster that I purchased with them because it is a completely different blaster than an Aeon Pro, and it's a blaster that I've already actually done a review on. So, much like the other blaster, of course, it does have the barrel here. This one's not removable. It is glued on there, and you can see that it has an extended barrel. Of course, it actually has a stock attached to it, so they went ahead and actually puttied this little stock attachment and added the stock to this. I want to say that this is from one of the Star Wars blasters. I may be wrong. It's hard to tell because I see no branding on here, but it does have the end strike attachment here. So there you go. Actually, this is looks like either a Recon or a Rampage attachment point, but ta-da. Of course, they actually included a Dart Zone Pro magazine here. It does have an upgraded spring, and it is painted in the same color scheme as the blaster itself, which is kind of nice. Now, you can, of course, swap out and use half darts with this blaster. They just did not include a Talon mag that was with this same paint scheme, but that's okay. I could probably try to recreate that myself if I wanted to test my skills. From what I can tell, this does have an extended aluminum barrel, and it definitely does have an upgraded spring. Now, we are actually going to compare the performance on these two blasters and see how this one compares to the stock one. I think you're going to be impressed with the simple modifications that were done, because when I tell you that this one is a, let's just say it's a slapper, it slaps, and it slaps hard. Now, it does include a sight on here. I believe this is actually a sight from a Nexus Pro that they went ahead and attached here. And they also added something here as well. I believe that's just glued on there, but it's kind of nice because it creates a little iron sight there. Much needed. Let's fire this thing off really quick. That's loud. Now, I will tell you, unfortunately, because of the fact that we have inclement weather and Mrs. Normatico has put her foot down when it comes to shooting blasters like this inside the house, down the hallway, I am not going to be able to do an indoor accuracy test. I would love to do an outdoor accuracy test with this blaster. However, well, even though it is technically spring in Ohio, it is now snowing. So, unfortunately, we have to put the kibosh on that. However, before the snow did start, we did get a distance test, which I recorded, and we're going to go to that next, followed by the chronograph test. And we are out in the parking lot range for the Battle of the Aeon Pros. We actually have the stock Aeon Pro here. We're going to shoot half darts, and then we're going to shoot some standard like chili darts out of this blaster. And then I'm going to actually switch over to the modified Aeon Pro and do the same. We're going to do 2 shots each, angled and straight. We are shooting with about a 15-mile-an-hour tailwind, so these numbers might be a little bit skewed. I'll try to adjust for that. Let me go ahead and actually do a quick dart recovery. We'll be back with those numbers for the stock Aeon Pro.
We gon' get it, money gang when we step in the building that thing, now a nigga on the window, yeah. We gon' get it, we gon' get it, we gon' get it.
We got the magazine with the chili darts here, and let's go ahead and actually launch a couple. Not as much of a bounce this time. Let me go recover those. We'll be back with the numbers.
Like the fucking hate crime, I be blowing niggas eardrops like some Alpine. Ain't no second guessing, nigga, ain't no question. I got goals, I'm manifesting. I'm so tired of the stressing, lately I ain't been resting.
Not bad for the chili darts. We're gonna go ahead and actually swap out for the modified Aeon Pro and see how it performs. We've swapped out for the modified Aeon Pro. This one actually does have, as I said, a modified breech. It is actually a brass barrel that's in here, and a stronger spring, as well as a nifty paint job, and an added buttstock, which is pretty neat. I kind of like it. We've got the chili darts loaded up here. Let's go ahead and actually fire a couple off and see how they perform. Let me do a quick dart recovery with the chilies. We'll be back with the numbers. So with ranges of 120 and 185 feet, it is quite the upgrade. We are actually now going to fire the bamboo mini darts here, the half lengths, and see how well this performs now. let's do a quick dart recovery, see how far those darts went. Not a bad upgrade. Mwah, spicy.
We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. Money gang when we step in the building. Get that thing, now a nigga, oh, they're winning. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. I got plenty of ambition, you should never try to sleep on me. Cause I won't stop until I'm secure in the victory. Wake up in the morning with that positive energy. I know negativity could be your worst enemy. You ruin everything you build up if you let it. So I'm working hard, I won't stop until I get it. I don't follow no trends unless I'm the one who said it. Why should I follow somebody when the top is where I'm headed? I got big dreams, I'm doing big things. I'm working all day, I never complain. I see behind all the mirrors and the smoke screen. This shit ain't really hard, as they try to make it seem. I've been writing all these lyrics, trying to get my mind right. Trying to keep the flow steady, trying to get the bounce tight. Now my shit is sounding litty, ready for the limelight. When it's time to get it, I'ma get it, nigga, damn right. Niggas flop, niggas chop, niggas quitting not the same. No, we built a little different. Oh, we gon' get it, we gon' get it, we gon' get it, we gon' get it. Money gang when we step in the building, get that thing. Now a nigga on the winning. We gon' get it, we gon' get it, we gon' get it, we gon' get it. I'm always on the grind, yeah, I do this all the time. Yo, wake up in the morning, go get a state of mind. I done feel so many times, but I gotta keep trying. I ain't giving up, nigga, put it all on the line. Got the hustle and ambition, know it's time to shine. I ain't stopping till I'm winning, believe me, I ain't lying. I be killing these beats like a fucking hate crime. I be blowing niggas' eardrums like some Alpine. Ain't no second guessing, nigga, ain't no question. I got goals I'm manifesting. I'm so tired of the stressing, lately I ain't been resting. All the shit I've been through, taught a valuable lesson. Put the shit I've been through in the studio session. Going hard, nigga, all my time is ticking up. I've been cooking in the kitchen when the boy be picking up. All the niggas sleeping on the nigga, time to wake them up. Bass kicking in your chest, nigga, time to shake them up. Niggas flop, niggas drop, niggas quitting not the same. No, we built a little different. Oh, we gon' get it.
And we're back with our final thoughts regarding the Aeon Pro, modded and stock. But first, I actually was telling you earlier about the blaster that I had purchased from the Needful Thing seller on Mercari. This is it, actually. This is a Rival Fate. Now, let's go and actually admire the details here because I think this paint job looks really sharp. You have the garnet with the gold, and you do have the chrome writing on here as well. So it's really sharp, really fun blaster. I've actually done a modification on this blaster before with a K25 spring upgrade, and it does get some pretty decent performance once you actually do upgrade that spring. Now, the seller did claim that this one can go up to 150 feet per second. I'll be honest with you, I have not found that to be the case when it comes to recording the actual velocity on this blaster. It is in the 120 to the 125 range. So in my opinion, this probably just has a K25, maybe a K26 in here. It does not have a super strong spring. It does have a heavy prime, so of those things that if you are going to put a K25 instead of a Rival Blaster, be prepared to actually have some muscle in it and make sure that you want to prime it. That said, still a fun blaster. This is a great little backup blaster to use in a battle when you're actually using rival rounds, and this has probably one of the most comfortable grips that I've ever seen on a rival blaster. But we're not talking about rival blasters. We are talking about the Aeon Pro. So, the Aeon Pro stock, you know what? It's a fun blaster. It is something that you can actually take and use with backyard play. I do recommend using safety glasses with this blaster because, again, this does shoot out at a high rate of speed. With the standard length darts, you're looking at the 125 to 130 FPS range. And with the half-length darts, you go into 150, 160s. If you hit somebody in the face with that, it might sting just a little bit. And to quote that phenomenal movie, you'll shoot your eye out, kid. That goes double when it comes to the actual modded Aeon Pro. I'll be honest with you, this one is fantastic. I cannot wait to take this one actually out to a Nerf battle because of the fact that even though it does have that heavy prime, man, it performs pretty well. So I think that that's going to be one of those things that I'm going to have to work on finding a way to make that prime a lot easier prior to doing so. However, with this stock, that is comfortable. It feels really great. And yeah, it feels like that is something that should have come with this blaster to begin with, as opposed to not having one at all. But I understand that they wanted to differentiate between this and the Nexus Pro. However, even with that buttstock attached to it, it still looks different enough and feels different enough to the Nexus Pro because, yeah, two different blaster styles. One is an actual rifle that has a pump grip. The other one is a top prime blaster that just has a rifle stock to it, which, man, that is powerful. So if you actually like this video, please go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. Go ahead and smash that bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. Those things that we do give out blasters to every 100 subscribers. I should say per every 100 subscribers I get, I give a free blaster to one lucky winner. We just actually gave one away that went all the way to Germany. So international shipping is possible. Again, do not worry about paying for these blasters. They are on me. Shipping costs are on me. The only thing you might have to pay for is if the importation fees are charged to you. I cannot control that. I want to thank you all for watching Secondhand Blasters. Until next time, keep on blasting.
When we step in the building, that thing, now a nigga on the